You'll see Kenzo has a gentle leader on his nose now for doing that, because he knows he's not supposed to do that. Very, very not harmful and not tight. He just doesn't like the feeling of it. So, Joe, thank you so much. Strata Foundation, thank you guys for what you do. It's such an important thing to help vets in this civilian world. So, hello everyone. I am Nathan Gardner. I am an Air Force veteran. I served 5 years active duty from 2007 to 2012 as Air Force Security Forces, which is military police, security, and infantry all bundled into one fun job. I specialized in nuclear weapon security out in New Mexico. And during my time, I like to say I made my way further underground, because it's an underground facility, all the way to head of security for that facility until I left. My story is a little different, everyone, because I know you heard from Gretchen last time we were here. Obviously an amazing woman and an unbelievable story. Most of us will never get to that level of military capacity. I'm just an E4, low-level airman that just served 5 years and got out. Didn't get hurt during my time, didn't go to combat, didn't get shot. I just separated thinking everything was good and normal in my mid-20s. I was an athlete my whole life, and then I went into the military. I was just very strong, athletic, and never really had to think about disabilities or anything that was going to affect my life in that manner. I did have back pain when I was in. I was told that was fine and normal. When I put this on, he does this. I don't know why. Yeah, I was just told back pain is part of the job. We had to wear full combat gear every day for nuclear weapon security. As you can imagine, it is a no-joke type environment with individuals that have to be highly trained and classified to do that type of work. Kento! Get out of there. Bring it. Oh, I know. Enough. So, we were just told it was normal. Didn't really think much about it. 13 months after I separated, though, unfortunately, I was diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. And I was 24 years old. Obviously blindsided me. Was not prepared for it. Everything I thought I had in control of my life, or what I thought was the future, everything didn't matter. Nothing mattered at that time. I'm not really close to my family, and I don't have a lot of friends, so there wasn't exactly a lot of support or help during this. I worked full-time after 2 surgeries, and I worked full-time during my chemo treatments. I was lucky in my opinion. I had an oncologist. Oh God, I did it again. Pick it. My oncologist lived across the street from the hospital. He was a 43-year oncologist. And the guy just obviously was very dedicated to his job. So he told me, after my 2 surgeries, I'm just gonna blast you with an extreme amount of chemotherapy. And I believe with your size and your age, you can take it. And I thank God that he knew what he was doing and he was right, because I am on my 11th year now in remission. It's amazing, it really is. After 10 years, they consider you normal, where you don't have to actually go back to oncology or get screens anymore. It was an incredible experience, but unfortunately, it's the back stuff. So that stuff never went away, and unfortunately only got worse. And I didn't know what I was dealing with. So I have 2 severe herniated discs, the very lower ones, L4, L5, L5, S1. Anyone that knows what I'm talking about knows this sucks. Now, if you've ever had lower back pain, and I know there's so many young people here, so you probably haven't. Lower back pain or any injury, honestly, if you've ever been injured or in pain or hurt, you know what I'm talking about. So unfortunately for me, with these lower disc injuries, I am in chronic, consistent pain. I didn't even know this was possible or a thing. I feel like I just herniated my disc right now, or there's a knife in my spine right now. And that pain, that feeling, never, ever, ever goes away, no matter what I do. I'm 37 now. This started when I was 24, and it is not getting better. It's only gotten worse. So yeah, I didn't know how to deal with this, what to do. You go to the doctors, you listen to what they say, you try every secondary treatment possible, and I've tried everything suggested to me. It has not worked, unfortunately. I do not qualify for higher level surgeries like fusions and stuff like that. So after a while, they just kind of push you to the wind. There's nothing we can do for you. What do you do? How do you cope with pain every day? How do you live a normal life knowing you have to wake up and you have no idea how much pain you're going to be in every day? It broke me down, everyone. I completely became a different person. I was not myself. I didn't know how to live with life. I pushed everyone away. And it unfortunately goes all the way to the fact that there's only one way out of this, and for me to not feel pain anymore, to stop my existence. I don't know any other path out. That's a lot of the mindset that a lot of us have towards what they're feeling and going through, and it's unfortunate, and it sucks, and it shouldn't have to go that far. But that was all before I met Kenzo in America's VetDogs. So thank God, during my higher education path, I came across one of the little pamphlets that VetDogs puts out everywhere, and I was just reading through it as a service dog right for me, and a lot of the things it was saying I was going through, I was feeling. Maybe a dog could change my life. So I got Kenzo 2023 February, and he did completely change my life. I wasn't talking to anyone, I wasn't going out in public. There's so many things I wasn't doing that Kenzo brought me back and made me feel I could do. But then the organization actually gave me a dog that could help me. Certain things I wasn't even thinking about, and they were causing me so much anxiety, so much depression. I was so angry, so bitter. Like, you're in pain a lot, severe amount of pain, you get irritable, right? You're cranky. I was a cranky young vet. You're cranky old vets? I'm sure there's some of you here. I was a cranky young vet, and it kind of sucked. I didn't even know I got to that level before I got him. He got me out of all that. He grounds me. He keeps me calm. He reminds me the simple things in life. It's unconditional love, and he's always there for me. So what he does for me is does all that. He's trained for PTSD, depression, anxiety, and my mobility issues. So Kenzo can grab anything that I drop that you've seen him already do with the leash. But I can also have severe back spasms and go into bad problems at home and in public. He can go get my phone at home. So that simple command and thing right there changed my life. I had no idea I could just have a dog get my phone in case I'm in trouble and can actually call 911 and get my help. I have a wife, I have a daughter, love my family, but they have their own life. I'm away from them, just keep going. I'm away from them a lot. Kenzo is always there for me, and that is really the mentality and the mindset that changed my life by having him. And of course, the goofiness and the big puppiness, they all do this. It's not still dogs. It's not just him. They are still dogs. But he's an amazing dog, and he truly is there for me and changed my life. So I want everyone to know here that whatever you do to help this organization, or whatever dog you see in training or going to the next vet, that vet or first responder's life will be changed. That dog is trained for them, and it's going to change their lives in ways they did not know, because they're looking for that type of help that they don't know is out there. And that's what America's VetDogs does. So thank you all so much for having me here tonight. Thank you, Joe and Strata.